Hello, everybody. I hope that everybody is doing good and people are just popping in. And um, I have to apologize just because I had scheduled it for 7 because I knew that there was going to be a time change, but then StreamYard changed the time automatically because I am in Arizona. So it's a little bit earlier than I thought it was going to be. Which is totally okay. And you guys have to tell me because so far in the chat, people are saying that they like it so much earlier. So let me know in the chat what you guys think. And Carol is here, and Carol is one of my newest members, so I appreciate that. Julie is in here. Angie is in here. Let me scroll down a little bit. And Doug, his way homestead, also a member, is in here. And Craig is here. Hey, Craig, how are ya? Danny is here. Hello, girl. I hope you are feeling good, that you had a good summer. And Shawnee is here from Vancouver. She likes the time. Awesome. And Beth is here. Hello, Beth. Kansas City, Missouri. Fall is here. Brr. Back home in Wyoming. They had some snow, 30 degrees today, like for the high. And I suppose it'll be in the high 20s tonight. So all those leaves that were still on the trees are going to fall down. So, and see, Carol says that early is great too. So I think I will do that. We'll just see how everybody in the chat, if they think it's better to be a little bit earlier, because it really doesn't make any difference to me. Usually Monday is a very, very busy day with videos. Well, look who's here, Arkansas Woodcutter. How are you, young man? I hope you are doing good. That life has treated you good all summer long. I hope so. And your gardens are fabulous. Doug says, I love the background. I just thought since I was in Arizona, I should probably have a background that says it has something to do with Arizona. Look at, see, my hands disappear. That's because the green screen is on. I did not have the green screen all summer long because we just didn't have room to bring it back when we had left Arizona last spring. So I was kind of happy about that. Angie is saying it snowed here for about 15 to 20 minutes today. Oh, well, that wasn't so bad, Ange. And you were busy doing stuff all day. Fire cider, dehydrated onions. She's been busy. Vanilla. Oh, look it. Fall is here in LA, 72 degrees. Betty says that it was 70 degrees. Very nice. See, Joe's favorite temperature is about 70, 75. So he just thinks it's fabulous at that time. And Shawnee says Vancouver's rain has finally arrived. Down in Arizona. Arizona always has monsoons. But a lot of times the monsoons do not hit Yuma. They'll be right on that edge and they might get a little bit of rain. And this summer they had rain and rain and rain. And then it rained again. And not just a little bit of rain, like down here, people say, oh, it rained 1/16 of an inch. But during the monsoons, it was seriously 3 inches in a day, 5 inches in a day. It was craziness. And Doug needs rain. So Doug, we will be praying that you get rain because I saw those fields and they looked dry. So you do need rain. And you would think in Mississippi, you would always have moisture. It's weird how things work like that. And make sure you give a thumbs up. That always helps me with my algorithms with YouTube, and I appreciate it. And if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. And Doug says, it's a dust bowl. When we were coming down, we went a different way because we wanted to see Flaming Gorge, which is in Utah, but we've never gone that way, and I have never seen Flaming Gorge. And they did expeditions from Flaming Gorge and went different places. So it has some history. Beautiful. I mean, seriously, the water was so clear. You could literally see down into really deep water. It was beautiful. And Doug says that the Mississippi River is drying up and the barges are having a hard time. Joel was telling me about that just the other day. That is so weird. You know, now lack of rain can do that. A lot of times with farmers, there's too much runoff and it's taking the topsoil and it's going into the creeks and rivers and it drains into the Mississippi sometimes. And so sometimes it's just a weird thing. And Doug is correct. If you have a channel and you would like Nightbot to pop up your channel, just type channel in there. And I will just do an example. And it will pop up your channel. And so people will have links and so they can go to your channel, which is always kind of fun. And it makes it so that the people that are admins don't have to do it themselves, look it up and copy and paste and do it for everybody. So that's kind of a nice thing. And this is what it will do. It'll say, please check out His Way Homestead because Doug wrote channel. And so then it has the link for it. And Charmaine is here. Hey. She says, I've pulled all tomato plants yesterday and I'm stacking green tomatoes everywhere. Lots of tomatoes after 100 degrees days, after 100-degree days have stopped. Not enough time for ripeness to happen. But they'll turn, I remember one year it got cold really fast. And so I had these big Tupperware, well, not Tupperware, but plastic totes. And they were only, they must be 5 inches deep. They're not deep. They were perfect for like Christmas paper rolls. That's what I usually use them for. Well, I had all these tomatoes and they were green. And I literally filled 5 of these. And every couple of days, I would just open every single one, take all the red ones out and put the lid back on. And they all ripened. And it just made it really easy to can and cook. And you weren't so overwhelmed and you didn't have tomatoes everywhere on your counters. So, Charmaine, I am sure you have tomatoes everywhere on the tables, on the counters, in boxes, because I have done that before. And it is crazy. Ellen, how are you? I get to see one of your lives. I am earlier than usual. One reason, because I'm in Arizona, time change. So I had scheduled it an hour earlier. And then StreamYard obviously knew I was in Arizona. And so it went in another hour. And so I am early. But so far, people are saying they do like it earlier. So let me know in the chat what you guys think. And Teresa is here, another member. Good evening, everybody. Sandy, so glad you and Joe made it to Arizona safely. We are too. So thank you very much for that. And Jeannie says hi. Charmaine says, put in the freezer as they turn red and can when have enough to can. Yeah, see, that's a perfect idea. A lot of times when I'm freezing tomatoes, I just put them on a cookie sheet, put them in the freezer until they're frozen, and then I bag them up because I don't want squished tomatoes. And so it works really good. Fried green tomatoes and pickled green tomatoes are yummy. And mock apple pie using green tomatoes is so delicious. Now, depending on the type of tomato, it can be really, really good. Or, good, but not great. And so you just have to get some of those really sweet tomatoes. And it makes a fabulous pie. My herbs and cool weather greens are sprouting. Lettuce is hard to find in the market right now. So good timing. Awesome. I just went to the nursery today. And there wasn't hardly any plants. And I said to the guy, and he said on Thursday, they get a great big truckload with tomatoes and everything in. So I said, I will be there on Thursday. And I did bring tomato seeds down because we're here basically 6 months. So I have time to grow some too, but I would like some earlier and not have everything ready when I'm about to leave. So I'm going to do a combination. But I found some cauliflowers, and I didn't get the cabbages. They had, some bug had been eating them, and I looked through the leaves because I thought maybe it was caterpillar worm, but I couldn't find any worms. But I just thought, I'll just wait till Thursday. And but I brought different seeds down, and tonight I'm actually soaking the pumpkin seeds so I can grow them in a container to take outside after a week or two, because they'll just sprout right away. So that'll be nice. I have a few volunteer tomatoes that I need to transplant into deeper soil. I love volunteer tomato plants. And it surprises me because in Wyoming, when you're getting 30, 40 below, and then it gets springtime and all of a sudden you have volunteer tomato plants. And it's like, how did you survive the winter? But I like it. Doug says, Shelly harvested a 5-gallon bucket of sweet potatoes. I'm jealous. From half of one raised bed. That is amazing. I like it too. I mod for Robinson Valley Acres, who used to be at this time. And then they moved to Tuesday nights. I know, because I have watched them different times before my live, and they had moved to Tuesday. So I think maybe this time slot being earlier is probably a good thing. So that is awesome. Angie says she's got to go. Ange, it was nice seeing you. And Ange, I loved the pictures of all the stuff that you were working on. So that is fun. And Doug is saying bye to Angie. And don't forget to do a thumbs up, everyone. Doug is such a good guy. I tell you. I hope your live was good yesterday. We got here. We were going to get here on Sunday, but we got here on Saturday. We drove longer on the 2 days. And it has just been so many things to do. Hopefully tomorrow my video will be up on, did my garden survive 110-degree weather all summer long? Because they had so many hot days. It was craziness. And so I'm going to do a short video and show the things that did not survive very good, and other things survived really good. Hint, my bananas. Like crazy 4-foot leaves is just wild. Oh, and Nisi's here. How are you, Nisi? And Nisi is up in Montana, and she has made some fabulous, seriously fabulous, great crochet things lately. I mean, I am just amazed. Doug says, it was good. I forgot to tell everyone about the Nightbot channel drop. Yeah, so just a reminder for everybody that's in here, Nisi, that you just came in. If you type channel, it will give your link to your channel. And it's kind of a fun thing. Brandy and Charlie at Pafford's Homestead showed me how to do it. So it's awesome. And Nisi, did you get snow? Because you're in Montana, and I know Wyoming got some snow. So I wonder if you got some snow. See, so first Doug put in channel, and now Nightbot has done it. And Nisi just put in it. So give Nightbot just a second, and it should pop Nisi's channel up too. So it's kind of fun, and it was just, I didn't know how to do it at all. I Googled some stuff and it didn't really tell me. Remembered you moved a lot of trees right before you left. I did move a lot of trees. Some made it. One of them did not make it, so I have to buy another one of those. And that was my, what was it? Ruby red grapefruit. That one did not make the move. But that one Meyer lemon that I thought was not going to make it did make it. And so who knows? Avocado? No. We did. It snowed 2 days, but it melted quickly. Oh, See, that's okay. That's not too bad. Nisi Wright channel again, I think because it was doing Doug's channel right before yours, it probably didn't pop it through. So, and so all my fruit trees along this side of the house, the Ponderosa lemons. Now, Ponderosa lemons are always bigger than regular Meyer lemons or any of those lemons, you know, right? But they are seriously as big as my hand. I'm not joking. I mean, from top to bottom, they are seriously that big. Bigger than a softball. And in fact, Joe took some pictures with a full-size lemon next to it, and it looks like a tiny baby. So on the video, I will show you that. And I also had trees where I did not plant trees. I think they are seeds or runners from the neighbor's trees, and the roots got over there and they found water. And so when we left in May, they were not there. We came back and they're 10 to 12 feet tall. How is that possible? It's just craziness. Oh, see? And there is Nisi's channel. So I love that. You just type in channel and it pops it up. How easy is that? Now, also this week, I have most of the boxes done. My studio pretty much organized. I'm going to be planting. I'm going to do a really fun video on Thursday. You know, I have been doing just the things I've been, you know, it's kind of a mixed together. But Thursday's video will actually be all by itself, and it's pumpkins and succulents and what you can do to put them together. They are so fabulous. So that will be 5 o'clock on Thursday. And I am doing my update on how you spend your money, starting seeds, some garden videos, and I have a couple shorts, and I am going to be baking later this week. And so I hope to have those videos up too. On Fuse Glass Artwork channel, we are working on a couple projects because I'm doing the series 12 paintings for Christmas. And so I've had a lot of people email me. They wanted the sketches so that they can paint along with me. So if you want that, just send me an email about that. And I have some other fun paintings and some glass stuff to do. And, you know, it'll just be fun. It'll be busy. That's right, Teresa. The tree fairy planted trees while you're away. And Joe likes them because, I mean, they're 10 and 12 feet tall, and we didn't even do anything. And, you know, I don't know how many of you guys have ever grown artichokes. Well, artichokes makes the big artichoke. Well, if you don't pick that, it opens up and it has this beautiful purple flower that the bees just love. And so a lot of times I have just left it, you know, and then it froze in Wyoming. Well, this time it's in Arizona. And instead of just staying that little ball, that ball size that the artichoke was, and then where the green would have, or the purple would have died, it literally opened itself up and they're about this wide. And so I'm going to cut them off and I'm going to spray paint them different colors and make a flower arrangement with them. And so that video will be up and that should be fun. And Rhonda Ray is here. Hello. I hope you are having a good day. Did I bring my Vitamix? No, I did not bring my Vitamix because there were a few things I couldn't fit in the truck. But I did bring way more art supplies down because I'm going to leave them here. And so it'll be good. Artichoke thistles are very pretty flowers and huge. They are beautiful. And the bees, the honeybees and bumblebees just love them. But I've never seen them open up so wide. And so I'll show that video later this week. But I think I'm going to, actually, I told my aunt and uncle when I was talking to them on the phone last night, I said, I have become your mother, my grandmother. Because when we were little, my grandma would take us out in the hills, and she was always having us cut weeds, really, that had the puffballs. There was some big ones, and she'd make us be really careful, and we had to spray them with some lacquer so nothing happens to them on the way home. And then she would spray them different colors and add them in flower arrangements. They were fabulous. And I had not even thought about that until I decided to spray those artichokes. And I have some different spray paints actually in this room. And I'm going to spray paint them and make it into some fun, just some fun flower arrangements. And one of the flower arrangements, I think I'm going to do it in orange and black for Halloween, because we have a potluck down here in the village. And I just thought that would be kind of a fun arrangement for Halloween. And then I can put some curly things and different Halloween decorations out of that. And Joe is here. Hello, Gardener, State Gardener. I have to tell you about Joe. He is so fun. Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm and I did Homesteading Academy episode. And he took us side by side and made us sing songs. It was so fun. I posted it on the community tab, and Lisa shared it. And oh my gosh, I laughed and laughed and laughed. It was just great. We did wild puffs when we were kids too. It was so much fun. It is. And really, especially if you have a lot of different flowers, and then you have these colored, basically they're weeds, wild puffs. Because all you have to do is spray them, and it holds that puff ball, that flower, that the seeds all together. I mean, you can do dandelions. You just have to be, you're cutting it real careful, and then you're spraying it with some kind of clear at first. That's what we've done. And then as soon as that you're ready, you can just spray them a million different colors, and it's just so fun. And Dorothy's here. Hey, Dorothy, how are ya? I hope you are having a good night. And Sarah slides in. And no Sarah tonight. Oh my gosh. It's just me, Alexandra. So fun. And Joe has been busy. We have these willows along the side of between our house and my mom and dad's house. Well, they're actually on my dad's property, but he has decided that there are trees. And so that's okay. So it's our tree. So Joe is trimming them. And there was a branch that had broken this summer. And so Joe cut that off today. But the big branch, I mean, it's like this big. And they're a type of acacia willow, and they break easy. I mean, they grow really fast, and that's really nice, but no. Carol says, what happened to pomegranates? So small this year. Our neighbor has this really big pomegranate. She keeps it basically as a bush. And all of them, I mean, she has lots and lots of them, but they are all very small. And so I would guess that probably have to do something with the heat. And I'm sure they'll be good. They'll still be fine, but you will have to use a lot more of them. Oh, not enough water. So that would probably be true, because in Arizona, it was very hot. I mean, they did have the monsoon rains. But, I mean, when you have days and days and days of 110 or more, that's hot. And it affects not just the plants then, it affects the plants later. So unless they have that continuous supply of water with that kind of heat, it can do a lot of weird things. But when it comes to bananas, man, they love it. Now our bananas are on this side of the house. The trees are on this side. The bananas are on this side. And so in the afternoon, our house shades it. So it gets morning sun till about 1 o'clock. And then they're in the shade. And so I had 3 banana trees that I planted. They're easily 6 inches in diameter now. And they have all the pups that are grown up, which are like baby banana plants. So there's like 4 and 5 pups around every single banana tree. And so sometime a banana, the kind I have, it takes about 18 months before they actually make bananas. So I'm thinking that maybe they will make bananas this summer. So I'm hoping that next fall I have bananas. But once those pups start, growing and producing, basically my neighbors can have bananas in the summertime and I can have them in the wintertime. They can just pick them. It's totally okay. And Mary is here. Hello, Mary. And Hendrickson Family Farm. How are you? And Doug says he got his 3 tons of free dog food. Now, Doug feeds dog food, not just to dogs, but I'm pretty sure he told me chickens and ducks too. And maybe the pigs eat it too. I can't remember. But it's interesting. I would have never thought, because I was talking about my chicken feed last time. And Doug says, well, you can feed them dog food. I didn't know that. I never even thought about that. So that is awesome. And he gave away 1 ton away to family and friends. That is awesome. Did your foam stuff around the trees do what you intended them? Yes. Okay, so last year we bought these big round things they're kind of foamy, weird texture stuff. And I think they were for when you're buffing a floor or stripping a wooden floor. And we got them over for just a few dollars each at the discount office supply place. And they blocked the weeds right around the tree. They were perfect. And I thought, man, that was a good $3 investment on each of those trees. And some of the things were $2. So it was a good deal. I was really happy. And Doug says that you can feed them to the chickens, ducks, and pigs. Do you feed it to your dog? Or does your dog have special food? And Lynn is here. Hello, Lynn. How are ya? Dog food is more expensive than regular chicken food. But when it's free, that is awesome. That was a good deal, because Doug has a lot of animals, and that means a lot of feed that, which in turn means a lot of money. So I am so happy that he got 3 tons of free dog food. I mean, that is amazing, because God is good all the time. I tell you. And we had coffee at the clubhouse this morning. On Monday mornings, somebody does the breakfast. You sign up on breakfast. And then we do a little talk, you got to see people. And it was really fun to see people we hadn't seen for 6 months. And it's going to be a great winter season. I'm just totally excited about that. And when you live in a community of everybody is over 55 years old, and honestly, in our little community, there is probably 3 of us under 65, and everybody else is older than that. And so you lose people during the times that you were gone. And that happened to some people that we knew. And so that was a hard thing, And I mean, you know that when you live in a community of people over 55, and most of them over 70 and 80, that happens, but it's still a hard thing. And so, you know, Doug says that they do feed it to their dog, and they have over 70 chickens, 10 ducks, and 5 pigs. That's a lot of feed, Doug. Yeah. Ah, Mary's got to go. Mary, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. And we're at 30 minutes already. I don't know how that's possible. That's right. I don't know. But look forward to all those videos. On One Woman's Walk with God, we are doing a video this week on protection, God's protection with you. And Fuse Glass Artwork is on organizing glass and looking for a new kiln. So it'll be a fun week, and I have some ideas for some shorts, and it should just be good. That is a community that experienced rights. I can't even talk. That's a community that experienced needs to write a book together. Actually, we are having a thing in November. Once a month, there's a speaker, and sometimes the speaker comes from outside the village. Sometimes it's somebody in the village, and they're going to talk about history and let people that haven't been in the village very long know all these fun things about how things have changed, how they built things, and how they built from a community that had just a few people to a community that has 300 plus units, houses. And so it will be very interesting, because this is only my third winter here. So it'll be interesting just to learn all that stuff. And yeah. And they always have a yearbook each year, and it has all kinds of history and little things about what's happening. And they have pictures of all the things that are happening, or how people have changed their houses and added things. And it's really a fun community. So, but everybody, I'm going to let you go because we're at 33 minutes and I have more to do tonight. But I just wanted to touch base. Members, I know I didn't have a video today. I put a thing on the community tab. I was just so many things to do. Actually, the next few days are going to be crazy, but I have some videos and I've already had some filming that I have to just put everything together. So everybody have a spectacular night, and I will see you next time. And thank you so much. Thumbs up. And I will see you next week and in the videos. Bye, everybody.